Gemini, let's see what we have for you. We already have a card. Judgment. Whoa. See, that flipped and went right back into the deck. Wow. You are going through some real transformation. And it's the type of transformation that doesn't feel like a transformation. What I mean by that is not a lot is changing outside of you, but there is a lot going on in the insides of you. And I don't, no pun intended. You know what I mean? I don't know if this will mean anything to you, but there is WVE. These letters might mean something to you, but it's pulling me towards it. WVE. Energetically, you're going through it. Like you're going through something that is only beginning, but you could feel motivated. You could feel the fire within. You could feel there's something to fight for, or something has been revived in you. It feels like a summoning, especially with the judgment. That is basically the resurrection. Interesting. And it's okay to feel confused, Gemini. It's okay to feel like things are like coming at you at every corner. It's like there is a part of you that is frustrated because you don't know what the hell is going on. It's like you cannot make sense of the emotions that you're feeling because they don't make sense. And you are an air sign. You like to be logical about things. You like to know the meaning behind those feelings that you're feeling. But in this case, it doesn't. And that could annoy you. But don't be fixated on the meaning, but allow things to flow for now, because you're not really supposed to give feelings a meaning. Feelings are just feelings. What I mean by that, you don't have to logicalize. I don't know if that's a word. It's what I'm fucking hearing, so I'm gonna say it. You don't have to logicalize the feelings, because feelings are meant to be felt, not translated. Feelings in its own essence is a language. So it's like you don't have to translate it, because the translation of a feeling is way more complicated than words. And yes, you can come close to express your feelings through words, but it doesn't really hit the spot with the feelings that you're currently feeling, because it's not something that you usually feel. Even me trying to explain the feelings that you're feeling through feeling your energy is quite hard. You know what I mean? So it's a bit of confusion mixed with logic. Sometimes feelings are not, like, they don't have to mean anything. Well, in your case, it actually means something. Let me tell you something about that. But you don't have to really know exactly what they mean. Let's just say that. Because I see that you are going through transformation. Maybe this transformation is like, it's like, okay, so let's say you speak English and you open a book with a different language and you're like, I can read this, but the meaning is not English, let's say. So imagine another language has the same alphabet as English, you know, A, B, C, D, but the word is not English. That is your transformation. It's a new language. So don't be fixated on knowing what it means, but actually go through the transformation and slowly learn and slowly observe and slowly notice the patterns. Because you trying to find the meaning is not really your concern for now, because you will have so many chances to learn the language, and when you learn the language you won't be confused. So the transformation could be icky, could be uncomfortable, could be confusing, but that's okay. That is the meaning of transformation. If you like meaning so much, you don't move into the unknown knowing, you move into the unknown having faith that you will know eventually. That's how it works. Especially if this is like on a spiritual level. Faith is a must. When people say seeing is believing, no, that's not how it works. Believing is seeing. And that is the difference between the 3D and the 5D. Because you are in your essence energy. And people have no idea how capable they are. Because they forget that they are a spirit before a human. A human experience is seeing, is believing. But beyond that human experience, it's believing is seeing. Okay? Think of it, I'm sure you will love this example. Think of it as the placebo effect. That's how capable you are. The placebo effect is scientific, right? So I'm trying to explain this with your own logic, because again, Gemini, intellectual, scientific, logical, skeptical. In general, air signs, and it's totally fine. I get it. But think of it like that. It's like the placebo effect. Believing is seeing, and not the other way around. The placebo effect, believing, is healing in that case, because you believe you're taking the cure and therefore you are cured. But all you did is take a sugar pill. That's really how this works. You don't have to know the language to learn the language. So if this transformation is making you feel scattered, it's okay. You will get there. Don't pressure it. Don't force it. What happens when you squeeze water? When you put water in your hand? Pours out. You can't force water to be in your hand. So what you do is cup it, let it be. Don't force it. Don't squeeze it. Don't clench it. Just relax. Be water, my friend. I mean, the amount of analogies I've given you, I can't even believe it. But I'm trying to ease your confusion. I'm trying to ease this transformation period for you. Because you have this chaotic energy that I'm feeling. And you're trying to make sense of it. And that is really not, you're missing the plot. That is not really important. What you need to be focusing on is riding the waves, not swimming against the waves, if that makes sense. You probably get tired and drown. So save your energy, Gemini, save your energy. Because everything will come in its own time. No forcing, no squeezing. And you will learn as you go. Believing is seeing. And I want you to repeat that. Maybe write it on paper before you sleep. Believing is seeing. And you will be shown the patterns. There are good times ahead. Because this transformation might feel like, ugh. But once you come out on the other end or on the other side, you'll feel like, okay, I see it, I felt it, I went through it, now I am reborn. And it feels like that, especially with the Judgment card, resurrection. There is something that's within you that's being reborn. Maybe you've recently gone through an awakening and you are towards the end of it. Like, you're like on the verge of squeezing out of the universe's pussy. It'll be hard, especially towards the end. But once you come out, you're like, ooh, what a ride. But life is good. Life is beautiful. You know what I mean? Okay, let's move on. Yes, okay, I see that your future is involved here. This transformation will have a great effect on your future. You will have times where you will want to revert to the old self. But don't. Don't. You've come so far. You've come so far, don't go backwards. A lot of people do want to go back into their mama's vaginas, but it's recommended that you don't. For your own good and your mama's good, or mama's health. It's like, I'm being silly, but you know what I mean, Gemini. I hope you do, because it might be not so much fun for you and I'm making jokes. But I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend anyone. If it offends you. But you have to kind of lighten up. Like, don't take this life too seriously. If you want to really excel in life, when you are hot and bothered, just go out of your body. Disassociate with the body that you are in. In some places, they will call you crazy. No, it's not. It's not. So, if you want to learn more about yourself and your experience, disassociate with the body. Be outside of the body. Because the ego, when you try to mix, when you try to mix the ego with the spirit, that's where the confusion comes, that's where the conflict comes. And notice that I said ego, not mind, because your mind is not just your brain. And that is scientific, by the way, just for those that are geeks or nerds. That is scientific. Your mind is not just in your brain. Your mind is in your heart, is in your gut, is in your dick, or I said pussy too many times in this video. Your mind is all over. Because the mind is actually the spirit. That's why some people remember past lives. It's not the brain, because you sure didn't use this brain in your past life. But the spirit remembers. And there is a reason for that. You're a spiritual being. You're not just the body that you are in currently. So when life gets tough, Go outside of the body and observe. That's how you will learn about the situation that you're in and observe your emotions of it. And also come up with solutions without really overusing the energy. Because in this life you cannot take anything personal. Even if it is personal, yes, we are humans after all, because we are in this body. But when you are feeling like things are out of hand, just go out of the body. That's why people call it meditation. You meditate, medicate. It's the same thing. Again, placebo effect. It works. Let the spirit be in control of the body and not the body in control of the spirit. And that's all I have to say on the matter. I wish you the best of luck. I don't know what the fuck this was, but it's your energy. And I feel like the message has been delivered. I will see you soon.